Okay, try to imagine this. A young arm wrestler, still in his early 20s, who weighs less than 200 pounds, would one day go on to stop Levan Saginashvili an inch from the pad and make him quit. All of that while still being in his 20s. Ermes Gasparini is such a gladiator. He used to be around 180 pounds when he was 20 years old. He slowly gained weight, but he stayed dominant at every single weight class. That is a very exceptional human being. And in Levan's absence, Ermes is the #1 arm wrestler in the world. His dream came true, but he would like to avenge that loss against Levan. And there is a possibility of that happening in April next year. But for that, Ermes has to beat Devon. So let's talk about his history just a little bit more. So Ermes went on from having no defensive game at all to stopping Levan with a flop press. Imagine not being able to stop Matt Mask with a flop press, and just a couple of years after that, stopping Levan Saginashvili. For more than a decade, Ermes had no game once his arm went from this position to this position. He always lost if he didn't have that pronation. But somehow, magically, he developed a super strong defensive game as well, and that's what makes him even more dangerous. So Devon Larratt versus Ermes Gasparini, 26th of August. Who is going to win? Of course, I think Ermes is going to win. Everything, every single metric tells us so. Ermes is way too fast, he's way too explosive, and he's way too strong. And probably he's way too smart as well. If we compare the matches Gennady Kvikwinia, yes, Gennady was making a comeback, but Ermes Gasparini also wasn't the same Ermes as he is right now. He has also gotten a lot stronger. Ermes basically destroyed Gennady in the first 4 rounds. After that, then we had the match against Practice Pull, not a match, but Practice Pull against Evgeny Prudnik. Devon beat Prudnik 3 pins to 0, but he kind of struggled to do that. It wasn't easy, it wasn't comfortable. If we look at Prudnik and Ermes Gasparini's practice pulls, Ermes plays with Prudnik like he's an amateur. And the big match, the Levan Saginashvili match. Ermes stopped Levan, although he lost that match fair and square, zero doubts about that, but he still got 2 wins over Levan in that match. And Levan tore Devon's bicep. So as of now, Ermes looks like to be the dominant arm wrestler in this match. In my opinion, Devon accepted this match way too late. When Ermes started challenging him for $10,000 in 2021, that's when Devon should have accepted that match, and he had great chances of winning this one. But right now, I don't think his chances are too great. If Ermes was equally strong as he is right now, but he didn't have a defensive game or a flop press, then still I believe that Devon would have beaten him fairly easily. But right now, he has a counter move for every single of Devon's moves, and that's where Devon's problems are going to lie. If the match starts in a hook, I think the way Devon beat Gennady in a hook, it's not going to happen with Ermes, because against Ermes, Devon may be on the defensive and not in the offensive where he can lock it with his elbows. So Ermes can still beat him even in a hook as well. 2 more problems for Devon. King's move. That is Devon's biggest weapon, but this is going to be his fall in this match if he isn't careful about that. And he kind of revealed his weakness to Ermes as well. When Ermes asked Devon why didn't he King's move Michael Todd, and Devon said that's not how you beat Michael, because he has a flop press. If you go in a King's move, he has a flop press to finish the match. Guess who else has a flop press to finish a King's move? Ermes Gasparini. And his flop press is going to hit harder than Michael Todd's. And the second thing is that there are only 2 fouls at East versus West, not 3. Even if Devon gains hand position here, or even here right in the center, if Devon overpronates and Ermes switches to a flop press, I think Devon's elbow is going to go flying off the back of the pad. And when you have only 2 fouls, now you are in that dangerous territory after 1 foul. That's how Devon lost the first round to Gennady Kvikwinia. And that is what is going to happen here as well. If there were 3 fouls, you can basically do anything you want, but not at East versus West. So this is how I think this match is going to go. Round 1, in the straps, ready go happens. Both hit backwards. Ermes Gasparini shouts at Devon. He gains a little bit hand positioning, goes sideways, improves his position, returns to center, hits again, goes sideways. Now he feels that he has some hand control. Hits hard for the top roll finish, doesn't finish, loses his own wrist, switches to a flop press and beats Devon. That's exactly, I'm telling you guys, that's exactly how the first round is going to go in this match. After that, maybe Devon can think of tiring Ermes out, but I don't think it is possible. Even if Devon takes his hand in the center, if Ermes can stop Levan like that, I'm quite sure he can stop Devon as well. And all he has to do is somehow get behind his shoulder, and Devon's elbow is going to go flying off the back of the pad. That is what is going to happen. Devon's elbow, keeping it on the pad, is going to be his biggest challenge in this match. Flop press versus King's move, that's the match. And I think flop press is going to win. I think Devon's arm may go down. The way young Devon Laird beat John Brezink to dethrone him, I think Ermes is going to do the same, except for the fact that he's already the king himself. Thanks for watching. Like the video, and pay-per-view link is in the description. Subscribe as well if you liked the video. Bye.